Dun, 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 dun. Alright, let's roll this. Roll it again. Okay, so we got new stuff. Gonna get my reward for last week's. Get my reward for last week, so we're setting up that. You can hear it. Good. Alright, so we only got 2 more left, so this is getting pretty close to the wire. What did I get for this? I didn't say. Yeah, okay. There we go. I did get to work. Alright, I got the tag. Nice. Okay, so we got that done. Now we gotta go over and see what we got for the car. Customer show. I didn't get anything. That's not right. Hello? Guess I didn't get anything for that one. Sure. Lotus. I don't have either one of them, do I? Ugh. Not good. Nice. Oh, I don't know either one of them. I used to like lotuses in this game. I used to love them. They're great. Could be one there with a fantastic. I like it. They're selling cars for sale, which isn't too bad. I do have the. I don't. Must be a new one. Okay, hold on a minute. Must be a new type. Lotus. LMNOP. Your FUP. Oh, there it is. Lotus. Custom bundle. That's the custom bundle car? I thought I had the electric Lotus. Oh, I do. I have that version. Oh, I don't have the regular version. For $2 million? Jesus Christ! It's a bit expensive. Yeah, these are pretty cheap. What's that one? Undercut Street 2. Why not? Let me try how much money I got saved up. Play locked. I have a lot of money saved up. I think that's all the Lotuses, except for the this one, right? Except for that one. Oh, gotta beat the summit. There's no fucking way. All right, so I got the edition, and then that one down to 49. It's 49 for this fucking thing here, this gold thing. That's it. It's 49 for that. Yeah, that's why I don't like bundles. It's so expensive because the fucking vehicle vanities are like way expensive. Ooh, Union Jack. I don't have enough. Nope, not enough for British. Crown shaped smoke. You got anything new in this thing yet? No, we haven't. I think they would have gave us something new in this damn thing. You think? They would give us something new. You think? Lazy bastards. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna have to get one of these lotuses furbished and registered. Alright. It's pretty though, look at it. Nice and pretty. Alright, we gotta register a lotus. Where are we registering? I like the Evora GTE. I'm gonna register that one. Gotta give him some tires though, man. Gotta have some tires. It's gotta be beefy. Gotta get some stuff on it. Could go straight gold. Gold lettering. Got bows. I do not like the Speed Hog tires, so I think they suck. What do we do? Because they angle like that all the time. There is no other way of angling it, and it just looks stupid. I don't care for those. The black ones, but they won't match the gold at all. Speed Hog gold ones will. Well, the straight up gold ones. Hey! Hey! Vote for me. That was cool. Sonic Cartoon Network. That's the bomb, dude. Well, the guy wins it. Alright. Well, it's going to be Lotus, so we're going to have to do those. Wrong Lotus, dude.
It's time for you to get back to the luxury world. The new
Let's do
Luxury
that one.
Chronicles content is out.
Well, I probably should put some parts on it, you think? Yeah, it might help. Wow! You got no motherfudging parts at all. Failure! Failure! What's up with that? So put something in there. Instead of nothing. Terrible! We need some more parts. Let's go. Newbie!
Jaguar is a brand that it's hard to go around when it comes to gorgeous British cars. That's why it had to be part of this tour. The car that we've selected for you now, the Jaguar CX-75 concept.
The Jaguar? This is not a Jaguar, idiot. It's a Lotus. It's a Lotus. Fucking corners are worst. On that fucking escape. X, you don't get back on the road, you get fucked. Fudged! You get fudged! Oh no, they'll be watching what we say next. God forbid if we swear. Oh no! It won't be against the Constitution! Oh no! It'll be against Trump's Constitution. Douchebag. Peach is a word we need. Must be going to the next luxury. Okay, let's go get it done. Bad 220. It pretty much keeps up with the freaking what's the other god car? I don't like it because it's got 6 gears. I like having short gearboxes. Less to shift down from and up from. That's why they don't like it. And the Golden look really fucking good. What the hell, people? Stop driving in front of me! Where the fuck is this thing? On the other side of the map? Come on! Fuck! How much traffic are you gonna put in my way? Jesus Christ! They should have a button with no traffic. So they have a Lotus event, but yet you have to drive a Jaguar prototype on the fucking luxury. Then what is the sense of having a Lotus event? Question. Not that I don't mind. Lotus is a fun to drive, but... If I get back to shifting, you're all in for it. I just don't think I have it anymore. Hello, I ran away. What do you want? Anything good outside? You see the kitties and birdies? Mr. Fud the what? Wow! Where the fuck is this luxury at? Damn, dude, I'm almost there. Sometime today. Yeah, it makes no sense. Probably because last week was Jaguar, I think. Yeah, I don't know. No, it was fucking McLaren. What the fuck are we doing driving Jaguar if it's Lotus week? Somebody's in the wrong screwed the pooch. Ah, it's a nice looking car though. Concept car. God, here we go.
The Jaguar CX-75.
McLaren. Ah, that's a fucking whatever the hell it is. 500, I think. Yeah. Get out of the fucking way! I hate being in the grand race. And I'm not in the grand race. That's a Jaguar, alright. You can go faster than anything, but can't pass a corner.
C stands for concept, X for experimental, and 75 as a tribute to Jaguar's 75th anniversary. A breathtaking hypercar that unfortunately couldn't be mass-produced.
Probably because it was too damn expensive! There's two things the reasons why it can't be mass-produced. It's too fast, or too expensive, right? Or not safe, right? All three things. It's too fast, too expensive, or not safe to be mass-produced. Because the black Libra or the black Ducati is too fast.
Yet this prototype alone
which makes
is
it
quite the
unsafe.
celebrity in the luxury car world.
Cars usually aren't allowed to be
Elegant
owned in America
avant-garde
unless you have an
design
antiques
so
license
popular when it came out
for
that
cars
she
or a car
received the
collector
Louis
license.
Vuitton prize at the Paris
And
Mondial
then
de
you want to be
l'Automobile
careful going anywhere on the
2010.
turnpike with them because they'll tell you straight up they'll pull you over
Star
if they
of the
see it.
007 movie Spectre, along with
Because
her
in
co-star,
about 49 out of the, well, no,
DB10.
what is it, about
Another British
40,
concept.
no, it's about 30 states it's
Quite
legal
the
in.
life for a concept car.
It's legal in my state. The reason why it's illegal in my state is because you wouldn't own it. You would wreck it driving on the roads, especially during pothole season. There wouldn't be nothing left of the Bugatti. It would rip the undercarriage out of it. Bugatti's undercarriages aren't very sturdy for, like, bouncing up and down and shit, like going over potholes. They're also too low, so they tend to pull shit off when it gets stuck in a pothole, that kind of shit. There's a couple other sports cars that they're not illegal here, but they will definitely cost you money. That's why a lot of times you see them driving around in stuff like Porsches and you know, modern day muscle cars mainly, because they got better undercarriages. Very few you see in the Lamborghini because it's too low and it starts pulling shit off it. There was a well-known video of some dude bought like a Lamborghini, and he what was it? He drove it in Maine and ran over a bunch of potholes, and they kept fucking having engine lights and shit like that because it kept popping shit off or loosening shit up. Because they're made to be like on flat terrain to ride fast. The violin's cool.
Movie star, muse, prestigious prize winner. And this is only scratching the surface of what this car could have been.
What this car could have been. It's not bad. I don't think it was that great, but it's not bad. Gotta watch those corners though. Too much speed in the corner and that fucking goes pew! Just like this thing.
This was a Luxury Chronicles event.
You hold on a minute. We got shit to do. Mainly this thing. I do not like the Luxury Chronicle event. I was like, well, why not? Because I just don't. It takes too long to get a race. We could have been fucking doing the races and customizing that shit by now. But no, I gotta wait till it's done before I can start doing the customized races on the back. Car looks nice. I like the way it looks. Why are we up against an aerial? Hello? Why are we up against an aerial? Was it a cross-platform car made with Lotus and Ariel? Guess they want us to win, huh? It needs a red bar, a red liner kit. Good tires. Looks good. I like the way it looks. Won't win it, though. I like the way it looks, though. It's not a hypercar, though. It's a street car. But she does pretty good. She does right up there with, shit! It's a Nissan X. The NXS Liberty. That's a beast of a street car, too. Probably not as good as the Ferrari, because I think the Ferrari does 225, 221, something like that. 222? Miles per hour. I always like to be KTM because I like to see the big gauge go up. She drifts. She drifts! That's a shitty corner. How long is this damn race? the mountain we go. Lotuses are manual cars, kind of like a McLaren. P1 is a manual car. Because you could have manual shifted into that gear and come around that corner like it was fucking nothing. God damn it. Get off the grass. We gotta get points here. Come on, Georgie. Let's see what Dad's. Let's see what Dad. Hold on. Come on. Come sit. Sit with Daddy. Don't sit on the buttons. You little shit. He loves fucking with shit. He's a little pain in the butt. And 111. Let's try her out. She needs better parts, but let's try her out. Why am I racing against an aerial? Seriously, I think I don't have a chance against a Lotus. What the fuck? It's like here's a go-kart, and this is a Lotus. Are they picking on the British car? What's the problem? Hold on! I almost made it across the field. Oh. I mean, seriously, isn't that kind of insulting to have the aerial against the Lotus? Oh, I don't want to track on. How with it? We got this. Oh, come on, straight the fuck out. Whoop-de-doo, you bounced, so what? You don't weigh fucking 2 pounds. Pretty good. Well, like I said, it's still going against an aerial. Swear to God, you're humiliating this car. So rude. Cool, nice. Now I got the gold. Just near ponchos. Shit, I still know how to drive. Whether the car likes to go where I want or not. Nope. So I said be one corner. Gotta be one. Me. Always gonna screw you somewhere. Why they? Yeah, they do. Races are never fucking. It's like stupid. Anytime you do a summit, they put water on the ground. They do this, they do that. Fucking, it's always gonna be shitty weather. You ever noticed? And if it ain't shitty weather, it's nice and sunny after the shitty weather. So there's always rain on the ground. corner sucks ass. Always sucks ass. Because the minute you hit the grass, you're into that fucking house and stuck. Same thing with the church. Oh. Fucking bullshit. Of course, I would have to go down to 84. I knew that was going to happen. Couldn't be good. Couldn't have been 100 across the board. No, God forbid. That would have been great. Ah, God. Ugh. Not that I hate the game. It's just fucking annoying as shit because it's always the same shit. It's like I used to like the Summit because you could come in, get a platinum, and walk out with whatever the hell it was. Right? Now, you gotta wait until the end of the week. Somebody beats you out of it because they sit there and practice and practice and practice the last fucking day, and you get shit. And they're like, well, I don't understand why people don't play it. I do. I know exactly why they don't play it. But you fucking marketing executives don't have a fucking clue what gaming is. You know? Gaming is a balance between fun and reward. Okay? I was like, oh no, it's between difficulty. Fuck that. The person that says that is an idiot who streams this all day, pisses in a fucking jar and never leaves his house. Or he's trying to make his bones off it. And he's only trying to make his bones off it because he's losing viewers because they don't fucking like the fact that the game's easy. That goes for speedrunners. Fuck you. Stick it up your ass. You know, find something else to do. Because there's many type of gamers. But you don't balance it for gamers. You balance it for one game. The video gamer. The streamer. You know what I mean? Well, I can do this mission by myself, so can I. I can do half the missions by myself that I want to. If I want to fucking bust my ass to do it. Might take a little longer than I do, but oh well. I don't sit there and fucking memorize every goddamn thing because I play more than one game. Oh, and another thing? A streaming gamer. I don't like monetization. Guess what? 90% of those assholes that don't like monetization is not paying for your game. No. They're trying to get everything for free so they can get it for free so they don't have to pay for anything. Kind of like a rich person, you know, that gets millions of dollars for no reason and never spends it in their lifetime, and they're like, oh, I got $1 million. Yeah. Then your grandchildren will spend some of it. Unless you, once in a while, you come along with a gambler addict who spends it all. You know what I'm saying? But they collect money for no other fucking reason than to collect it and say, I have it. Me, I'm poor. I can't afford a lot of shit, so I don't buy a lot of shit. So I have to do one or two things and win some of it in the game, right? But it does piss me off that I get platinum every fucking week and then turn around and get told I'm gold and then they give it to me and I get half the reward instead of all the reward like I got in the beginning when I did it once. And no, I'm not a defeatist. I just don't think there's any sense of fucking sitting here all the time and just playing it every day of the fucking week trying to get it better. No, fuck that. Fuck that. Because there's always some guy sitting in his bedroom that's fucking got to make money off this who keeps fucking doing it better and better and better just to make sure he gets it. Oh yeah, I can watch a video on a streamer, you know, get the pro settings right, you know, come do it, then all of a sudden it doesn't work, and then I get pissed off at the streamer because his settings isn't my settings because I don't drive that way. But that's usually how that shit works. But to be honest, nah. I'm going to do this once, and I'm going to get platinum, and then I'm going to walk away. And I'm probably not going to get the car at the end of the week. Because they don't want to change it, they won't change it, and they're too busy trying to get people to play it more. Because that's all the marketing director wants, is you on this game 24/7 and only on this one. Oh, here's the deal. Unless a person gets rewards, they're not going to be here because they know they're not getting it. There's a hell of an idea. It was a good concept, too. Okay. And it's a hell of a concept, but like I said, they know you're not going to get it, so why the fuck do they have to do it? You got to understand, the multiple of gamers, like the big crowd of gamers that play all these games, right? Because they play the games because they make more money playing different games and new games that come out and this and that, and playing old games, like, to go to the nostalgia route, right? And that's fine. Those ones there are actually pretty decent. Did I get away with it? Yep, I did. This is the track, boy. This is a track. Like I said, you don't balance it to play it for those kind of people. You play it for the fucking ones that only play your game. Because they shout the loudest. See the point here? What do you mean they shout the loudest? They shout the loudest. And right now, that's called the long con. Because our president is doing the same thing. If I shout the loudest, I get what I want. Well, that's kind of a fucking 8-year-old's thinking. And here's the thing, he's eventually going to get what he doesn't want. I can see it coming. Because this country is still we the fucking people, not we the Trump. And that motherfucker did this before, and he's going to do it again. And like somebody said once, a very smart guy, even though he's an actor, Arnold Schwarzenegger said he's going to be the most hated president in the world. Which he will be. And he ain't getting no Nobel Peace Prize, motherfucker. You can't sign a ceasefire and then it go all tits up and you get a peace prize. That doesn't how that works. You can't ruin democracy in your own damn country to get a peace prize, asshole. Stop trying to get it. God, the guy's a moron. I'm serious. I thought Nixon was bad. Hell no. This guy's a fucking retard and a convict. I should do it. I'll get some good points out of that. Watch, it'll give me 50. Come on, where's the points? That's better. I haven't drove this one in a while. Well, like I said, there's a lot going on right now that it just doesn't make sense. And no, I'm a lone wolf player. I kind of fucking put that idea in my head. Kind of always have been. You know what I mean? I play with my nephews and my family, but I don't really play with anybody else. Well, a couple dudes on Destiny. Some old dudes. Some funny fuckers. The Tone Man's gonna get married soon, which is good. Congrats, Dad. Bud. Congrats! Now he'll be whipped just like Phil. So anyway, like I said, you gotta kind of play to the masses in a video game and find a balance. Not cater to one and the other. Because what happened is I'll tell you, right? Straight off. Elden Ring, one of the most popular, hardest games in the world, right? Made Night Rain. And its sales were only half, right, of what the original Elden Ring were. And nobody could figure out why. Well, it's like this. When you take a nice favorite game where you can collect a lot of loot and you can make different characters like any day you want, you can change them out and make different characters, right? When you take it and put it into an extraction shooter so they can't collect anything, you know what I mean? And they have to keep extracting or fucking dying all the time and losing shit, guess what? You realize they don't want to play it, right? Or only half of the people that you had before are gone. So therefore you're not making as much money as you were before. I won't play it. I won't play an extraction shooter. Another company right now is coming up with that stupid idea and they're going to lose it. And then they're going to wonder why, because all their games have always been either PvP or campaign-driven campaigns. And doing an extraction shooter, there is no campaign, there's no story, there's nothing to get attached to it. So it's basically a fucking play it for a couple weeks and put it down and never play it again. Now the problem is they're doing an extraction shooter so late in the game of extraction shooter genre that it's going to get no attention because it's just going to be passed over. Because I'll tell you why. The characters look like robots. They are robots. They're supposed to have sentient brains in them. You can't change them. They all look like different colors. They look goofy as shit because you're trying to avoid, oh, I don't know, sexual orientation and shit, which is a bunch of fucking garbage. Because you have DEI workers, which is no problem with having DEI workers. There's no problem with it whatsoever. But they need a class in business and not their personal wants. You know what I'm saying? Well, that could have been better. Why the fuck was that so low? Anyways, moving on. Okay, I got some electric cars. Probably because I didn't have any parts on them either. So as I was saying, a game is developed for gamers. Okay, and gamers are finicky bitches. Okay, I'll even say it honestly. They're finicky, right? I mean, hell, I'm a finicky gamer. Oh, shit. Oh, this is a funky one. I haven't done this all in a while. Matter of fact, I don't think I do it much. Alright. So, as I'm saying, finicky gamers tend to want this, that, the other thing. And if you start listening to them, you're going to be all fucking day ruining your game, your company, and everything else. That goes for gamers that become developers for the same game that they love, which really is biting the fuck out of Destiny right now, ain't it? Because we're losing so many players because they keep trying to make it harder and harder because they want to make it so they want to play it, which is totally wrong in any fucking thing of fucking camping. And I'll tell you why. Why it's totally wrong is simple. They're making it for themselves, not making it for the people that play it. And that's where their business is going to shit right now because that's what they're doing. Okay? The first thing they did was and it's funny as hell because they did this, alright? Well, we're going to make the game different. We're going to make it better. Okay, that was the first thing in their brains, right? Then Pete tries to fuck him, the CEO, so that way he can get his money and run. Okay? So he does that. Now they're backpedaling on all the shit that they wanted made because I'm gonna lose this. Probably get some good points out of it though. Could have got better if I hadn't hit that building. Should have went through the lawn and kept going. But as I'm saying, he got all the money he wanted and then he split, right? That right there is a permanent, you're screwed. Because people like that only want to line their pockets. So he wants to fuck the game up as much as he can. So he did, right? And you can tell he did because everybody's like, what the fuck is this crap? You know what I mean? And he's basically screwing everybody who plays it into a situation where they don't want to play it, right? They made this system, this new portal system. Genius idea, right? Apparently it was a genius idea, but we already had a map where we could pick where we wanted to go. Vanguards, which where we could pick where we wanted to go. Raids, where we could pick where we wanted to go. And we didn't have the thing we didn't have was we could modify said match, right? We could basically modify said match. That's not gonna work. It's gonna be on and quit. Ain't got enough parts for shit. Right, anyways, so you could fucking manipulate said match to get you more points. So you could sit there and say, "Yay, I got 1,000,000 points." Well, basically, what happened was they basically used your fucking pride and narcissism against you to fuck the game up. And I was chuckling because that's exactly what they did. And they made it so it would be harder to get gear and numbers and light while they were doing it. Right? And they worked on all your egos. And now you're all whining because you can't get anything because it's too fucking hard. Because you're trying to max it out and get shit and you don't get anything at the end of it. And I'm like, oh my god, welcome to Destiny. Because all those top-notch players are whining now. Because their whining has got them in a pickle. And I was chuckling at it because that's exactly what happened. Right? It was exactly what happened. It was so liberating to watch it because it was just, you did it, you screwed it up, it's your problem, fucking deal with it. Because that's exactly what happened. Yeah, Aston Martin, next one. And then some kind of Lamborghini thing. And that's exactly what happened, sadly. Oh, I finally got it. Yay, I got the lights. I got the Griffin Peppermint edition. Like I'll ever drive it, but I got it. But you get where I'm coming from. They basically screwed themselves. It's kind of like here, okay? This is, people that play it are like trying to perfect their race. Trying to perfect it. And they play only racing games, right? And I get that. That's good. That's a good genre to go into. It's fun. And you have friends in this one, and you can play with your friends, right? And others you can't. A lot of racing games you can't. There's very few that have multiple playing people in it, right? But yet, when it came down to you can do this with a team, right? Oh, they didn't want that. God forbid. No. That was dividing up how we toot our horns and who's better than who, right? And I was like, well, why not? Why can't you do it with teams? Because then you can kick ass, right? And granted, I'm still getting my ass kicked, but it doesn't really matter because either way, it ends up the same way. Because until they make it so when you get platinum, you get it, you're never going to get it anyways. Because there's always going to be somebody sitting there for 4 hours trying to make it better and better and better every time he does it. Which I don't give a shit. I mean, that's your choice. I've got other shit to do, like other games to play. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to do that. I've got other shit to do, you know? Just saying. Everybody's like, what do you mean? I have other shit to do. I don't have to be in just this game. Ooh, gotta have the tiny gold racer. It'll make me an all gold card. You wait. What's gonna happen? It's gonna be a fucking speedy one too. But like I said, there's always that. Shit, I'm all done in an hour. Well, that fucking beats on it, doesn't it? I could do some challenges, or I could do this with my racing car. Yeah, I'll do this. I'll do this with GP. But yeah, I kind of understand what I get. They're always trying to improve what they already have instead of just enjoying what they have. It's a constant, it's gotta be better, gotta be better, gotta be better, right? And it's like, dude, you can't get it any better. Oh, yes, we can. No, you can't. You know, this is the way the game was made. I mean, Destiny, for example, looter shooter, right? They want to make it an MMO. Well, you should have made it an MMO in the first place, but here's the thing. You can't have a portal, right? Because this is the thing they haven't even got from the concept of an MMO. I played MMOs from World of Warcraft to Final Fantasy to everything else, right? RGBs. I played them when they were single player, and then I played them after when they were multiplayer, right? World of Warcraft's been the most multiplayer game there is for World of Warcraft, right? And they can get everything on the map. They have everything on the map. They have every area, right? They do. They have every area, right, on the map in their game. They don't have to cut anything out. They don't have to sunset everything because there's not a lot to it. Like, there's no armor mods that's like 5 million armor mods. There's no, you know what I mean? None of that shit. They put shit like that in first-person shooters, which is what it is. It's not an MMO because if it was an MMO, it would have the Red War in it. It would have Forsaken in it. It would have everything in it that was a DLC. And you could go to everything in it. Play it as a campaign if you started a new character. And everything in it. And guess what? It would have tons of vault space. But it keeps telling us we don't have enough script for it. You don't have enough script for it because there's a script in there that plays the game like it's on a fucking gambling machine. Now you're trying to get in, huh? There's a script in there that's like a gambling machine that gives you just enough light to make you happy, but not enough light to make you happy. To make it, you know, perfect, right? And that's your problem, is all that script in there that makes no fucking sense to be in a game at all, but it's in there because Destiny Bungie was trying to be better than everybody else. So they decided to make people addicted to the game, which worked for 5 or 6 years. Now it's 12 years and nobody's fucking addicted. Nobody likes it anymore. They're getting their withdrawals from it and they're leaving it. You know what I mean? Because they're tired of it. They see other games where they get what they want, they get what they get, and they get it for working for it. And they have everything in it. Warframe, perfect example. It has everything in the game. I haven't even tried it yet. I'm afraid if I try it, I'll never go back. I'll probably quit Destiny forever. Because if it does have everything I want in it for an MMO, which I don't want an MMO in Destiny, I want a looter shooter, which is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But they keep trying to make it an MMO, and it's like, guys, it's not a fucking MMO. It never was an MMO. But it's like talking to a goddamn wall with people, I swear to God. Because like I said, it's that whole gotta be better, gotta make it better, gotta make it better. That's the problem with everybody. You keep trying to make it better, and what happens is It's like, simple example, okay? Simple example. Assassin's Creed Shadow come out, right? And it had this mechanic where if you tried to assassinate him, you had to take segments off. To get the segments off, you had to use certain abilities, you had to put certain mods on your armor, and you had to get certain perks on your armor to get the segments off, right? But a week of that, or playtesting it, they realized people were tired of not being able to just assassinate people when they worked so hard to get in the castle and be quiet about it, right? So they put a button in to just assassinate people. Guess what happened the first day? Everybody went in the options and they put in the button to just assassinate people because nobody wanted to play it the first fucking day for long. Because of that simple reason. It wasn't about all the bullshit around it and the fucking drama, which is usually around every fucking game. Because there's always somebody gonna stick their fucking nose in it. Because for some reason, and I'm really wondering why, I don't have a fucking clue, the gay community is trying to kill video games. I really don't understand it. I don't. Probably because they don't play it because they're too busy on their drama or their own fucking lives to care about it. And that's the truth. They started trying to kill the fucking gaming industry. Seriously, they started just fucking trying to murder it because it wasn't what they wanted for a gaming industry. Well, the thing is nobody fucking wanted you to put your nose in it in the first place. It was going fine the way it was. And even for your people, it was going fine the way it was. But seriously, I watched a girl one day, right? It's funny, girl gamer, okay? This video was hilarious. I was laughing my ass off because nowadays, there can't be anybody sexy in the game. They have to be mediocre, right? Because, God forbid, somebody might get turned on by it, which is fucking stupid. Okay, and I'll tell you why it's stupid. Because of one simple reason. If they're not attracted to the characters in the game, they will not play it. Because they don't want to play it. You understand? God's honest truth. I've been a gamer for years, okay? For years. We're talking since Atari, okay? That's how long I've been doing it. Since Atari. Alright? If that character ain't got enough muscles to be like Rambo, Master Chief, perfect fucking example. If Master Chief ain't wearing his armor and got his helmet on and talking cool shit, right? Nobody would play it. I'm serious, because he's not attractive, but he does stand 8 foot fucking tall and kill aliens like they're going out of style. That's the glitch. That's the hitch right there. That's what it gave the hitch. They still play it today because it was such a hitch. Okay, that's just Bungie. Okay, now you turn around and go to, Assassin's Creed, right? Assassin's Creed went through the same thing. Matter of fact, Ubisoft is pretty much run by a lot of DEI. Which is fine. I mean, they pretty much got taken over by it. But when they started killing the games, people started, boycotting Ubisoft. And it got to the point where they almost went broke. You know what I'm saying? I know, I'm playing the game that's Ubisoft, and they almost went broke. Now, see, what this game is, it's just cars. This is all about collecting cars. Okay? If the car looks pink, they won't buy it. They'll leave it right where it sits. For some of the characters. For some of the people that play it. The other half of the people might want to buy it because it's pink. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, there's got to be a balance, and there's too much. No balance. It's either one way or the other. It's either one way or the highway. You know what I mean? It's kind of like with everything going on in the world right now. There's got to be a balance. There's no balance. The person who's supposed to be balancing it out is not balancing it out. What do you mean? Well, you got to make it good for the easy people to play it, or the people that just play it very often, like seldom, because they work. You got to make it good for the people that play it all day. The thing is you got to find the balance, and somebody's going to get their butt hurt, whether they like it or not. Because that's a part of life. And that's the truth. It's a part of life. Listen here, I ain't in the grand race. Get the fuck off. Thought I was playing the grand race there for a minute. I kept getting rubbed. Oh, you gotta push me right out on the fence, aren't you? Ass munch. Get off! Listen here, Beatrix. Oh boy, I knew that was gonna happen. Motherfucker. Anyways, so there's gotta be a balance in gaming, and you people don't get it. You just don't get it because you're fucking marketing idiots. But like the guy who picks this up, right? Loves the game, he likes chilling. He picks it up once or twice a week, right? Because he works. Yeah, the kids are being a pain in the ass. The mom's, the wife is being, whatever. He wants to get away from it all, or he's had a bad week at work. So he wants to chill out and play his video game, right? Which is mainly most guys and some women, right? They want to just get on here, putter around, have a fun time, not be driven to insanity, okay? And I see it a lot in Destiny because it has gotten to that point where you got to know how you build this. You got to figure out your build, you got to put your mods in, you got to do this, you got to do that. You know what? I don't give a fuck. I made it so my grenade regenerates all the time. Why? Because my super's no fucking good. And the only thing that works is my grenade. Or a good weapon I get on. You know what I mean? So I've literally narrowed it down to making my health great and my art and my weapons good. You know what I mean? Which is great. I mean, that's a good way to do it for Destiny. And then you have, what? Assassin's Creed, right? Assassin's Creed is the #1 single-player action game ever. Or one of the #1s, right? You love to play it. You love to assassinate. You love to jump off a building and land on somebody and go, you know what I mean? And kill them. What the hell is going on with my phone today? It's probably my landlord again. Hold on. And, who's on Discord? Mm-hmm. Anyway, so, as I was saying, everybody has their way of playing a game, but you're not balancing it out for them. What you're trying to do with AAA games and shit. And Call of Duty has gone to the point where it's all monetized. Forget it. You're not going to get anywhere with them. They're just going to keep pushing it out so they make money. And don't get me wrong, I love the campaign of Call of Duty. Love it. I love the first-person PvE play. It's actually my favorite place to PvE. I don't like PvP. I don't like doing it anywhere else because it's more fun in there to do it. Because it's machine guns and shit, and I love doing it, right? And there's no, oh my god, you got to put another modifier in it because you one-shot everybody. Nope. It's more of a working on your stability, which is kind of getting boring now because they're starting to make it so you can modify all the weapons. And it's getting to the point where one shot, kills by some fucking moron who sits there and figures out how to modify the weapon all day. Which is getting to the point where people aren't going to buy it anymore because that's what's going to happen. I was like, that's not what's going to happen. Yes, it is. It's the same thing that's going downhill with Destiny. If anybody can't see it right now, it's right on fucking plain sight. They're putting too much shit in it to modify it so they can get better at it or win over somebody else to the point where it's just going, fuck you. It's the simple fact of Call of Duty, right? I watch them do it. They zoom the screen in. You know what I'm saying? Now, don't get me wrong. I'm an old man. My eyesight's pretty shitty. So sitting and looking down screen like at the bridge and trying to shoot somebody is a little difficult. Right? But that's the point of having the skill. You know what I mean? Zooming that screen in so the fucker's like right here when he's 40 feet away is not skill. It's fucking baby assistance. And they sit there, oh no, it's skill. No, it's not. It's baby assistance for you little kids that can't fucking work at skill. Do you understand? I mean, a racing game, perfect example, okay? in order to get good at this, you got to figure out how to drive with a standard. Know when to hold it into a corner, know when to let it off, know when to do this, know when to do that. Right? Your car has parts, right? Everybody has gold parts. What you're not realizing is those gold parts only modify certain things. You know what I mean? But every single one of them modifies the performance of your car by 5 to 10% when you got a whole full set. I know, I watched this the other day and I was laughing because the guy was like, oh, it modifies to 10%, and then I have my nitro on it, so my nitro continuously regenerates. And I'm like, okay. So he has a car that basically keeps nitro in whenever he wants, and it's 10% faster than everybody else's. Or 10% faster than the guy that doesn't have parts on it. You know what I'm saying? And then they use draft to get behind somebody and draft them. That's another way of doing it. Oh shit, I hate that fucking corner. It's always right there. And then when they reset you, you're way the fuck out in the boondocks. But you get what I'm saying. There's always that guy who's like, oh, I've got a better car than you do. Not really. You got the same car as I do. The only difference is your skill. And that's the difference in motorsports, is the skill. You know what I mean? And sometimes it's a difference between a controller and a steering wheel. You know what I mean? Alright, we gotta redo this fucking thing. Try that again. But it is. It's skill on how you drive and how good you're at it. You know, getting that gutter in, getting that corner in, downshifting at the right point. You know what I mean? That's pretty much what it is. It's not really made to cater to one set of people. You know what I'm saying? They have to learn to drive at it. It's just simple. They do. And if they don't, they're fucked. You know what I mean? You fucking asshole. What the hell? Hey, you keep me on the inside of that corner. But it is. It's kind of a skill that you have to use to drive. You know what I'm saying? That's the way Bungie used to be. It had to take skill to fucking get around, kill the monsters, and keep going. Now it doesn't. It only has to take mods. And that's the God's honest truth. You gotta put the right mods in the right gear and have it tier 5 and blah, 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 and there you go. And then when you get in PvP, that's all erased because your light doesn't matter, your mods don't matter, and don't give a fuck. And then everybody plays that and they're like, well, dude, it don't matter what mod you get on. It doesn't, because it's only going to take one shot from somebody and that's all it takes. Or a superhero grenade drops there. You know what I mean? But they've made it so complicated to play PvE that most people don't even want to play that. And they made it so stupid to play PvP and not have anything new to play with. Like no maps, no none of that. And they're leaving people, fucking leaving the boat like it's a goddamn Titanic. And the iceberg already hit. And I know a lot of that has to do with that because, think about it. My son plays Call of Duty, right? He gets all his guns gold, he fills them all out, he does everything there is to it to get all the camo, right? He loves it. He only does it on his favorite guns. He doesn't do it on any other gun but his favorite guns, right? And then he has a great time playing it until it loses interest, which eventually it does, because there's nothing new coming up and they're only selling more bodysuits. And then he waits until the next game comes out and plays that for a couple of months, and then he stops playing it. You know what I mean? His biggest thing is zombies now, because he's just tired of getting one-shotted by idiots who keep modifying their guns until they get it so there's only one shot. And that's what's ruining shit right now. It's like I go into Destiny, right? Here's a perfect example. I went into Destiny PvP because we were playing Iron Banana. And I actually liked playing Iron Banana because it was raising my light, which it finally did because it didn't used to. There was no sense in playing it. It wasn't no different than playing a strike. In getting light. Because when you get to a certain point anyways, it's a 1 point, you know, a week if you're lucky. As usual. But anyway, so I was in there with my Outbreak Perfected, right? And I kept getting clapped by this guy with the same gun. Okay? And it was like, one shot, done. And you're like, oh, the Outbreak Perfected doesn't do one shot. Yes, it does. If you have the level gain armory, one Outbreak Perfected. And 250 levels to it. It will one-shot everybody else. And I was like, 250 levels, and they're like, no, it can only go up to 200. I said, you better check that man's gun, because it was 250 is what it said on mine. And that's fine. I mean, if the guy wants to keep playing PvP and leveling that bitch up, then by all means, have at it. You know, it's your thing. And then, or they'll go in and do this one here. I love this one. New players get a bonus to their attacks and shit when they go to PvP because they're new players. They're like within 10 levels or 30 levels or 40 levels, right? And they go in there and kick ass. Well, the older gentlemen come in and use their low light shit that's in their bank to play it so they can get better, so they can kill everybody at it, right? And they're like, oh, that's just a theory. Da, 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 da. There's always naysayers. I love the naysayers. The naysayers, that isn't really happening. That's not what Bungie allows. Da-da-da-da-da. Bullshit it is. It's like when they did the I laughed because they just X'd like 2,000 people from the game. Which was really not really good for their business. Because they caught him cheating at the raid race. Right? And then come to find out, the one that runs the raid race all the time got information from one of the inside people that work for Bungie, right? And they got it after they won the raid race. Yeah, bullshit. They probably got it during the one with the raid race, right? Because they're like, oh no, we get it after. It's like, yeah, whatever. 30 minutes after they won it. Yeah, whatever. But the point was is you still won it. You know what I mean? And for all they know is this guy could have told them how the fucking thing worked before in an email. You know what I mean? Instead of on voice chat. They got caught doing it on voice chat after they finished it. Is what happened. And shit like that right there causes people to get banned. Well, they banned like 2,600 some odd people. It was a fucking lot. It was a good percentage. And at the time, they really couldn't afford being banned because they didn't have anybody playing the fucking game anyways. Right? They still don't have a lot playing it now. I mean, it's our old cronies that play it because we enjoy it. I mean, because we just, you know, want to play it and feel like beating ourselves in the head with a rock. But yeah. And that's what I mean by it. There's no balance. There isn't any balance anymore. It's played to the placate to the streamers so that streamers make you money by advertising. And let me tell you something. There's streamers out there like, one of my favorites, Cowboy. Fighting Cowboy, right? My favorite streamer. You know why? Because he's non-fucking biased. I was like, oh, he's a shill, he gets paid. Yes, he does get paid to advertise their game. But then again, so does everybody else. As the Cross, Dato. And they're like, no, they don't. Yeah, they do. They were when the Chunket was coming and Destiny was popular. They were getting fucking paid to go there and advertise the game. They're still getting paid to go there and fucking playtest. They're still signing NDAs because the other day Azakros was signing an NDA. He couldn't say what the hell he was working on or talking about to Destiny. You understand? So it's how they make their money. Because streaming just doesn't do it anymore. They don't make enough doing it. And that's the truth. I mean, I'd be doing the same thing. Fighting Cowboy is the one who's honest about it. He says, yeah, I get paid. He says, to your point, he says, if I don't like the fucking game, fuck him. I don't care. And it's the truth. If he doesn't like the game, he'll tell you right up he doesn't like it. Even though they pay him to advertise it, he doesn't like it. And when he said, anybody who tells you that they don't get paid is full of shit, because the minute they get a key to play a game before anybody else, and it doesn't cost them nothing, that's getting paid. And I'm like, yeah, you got a point there, because it is. Because you're getting a free fucking $80 game for nothing. Just to advertise it on your stream, you know. And don't get me wrong, I wish I was doing it, but I don't care if I get money for this or not. I like playing. And I like playing and talking, so there you go. I'm talking to you guys, my whole 8-9 viewers. Because that's what I do, is I talk. So in other words, I'm not talking to myself, which is a good thing. Or George, because George probably gets tired of hearing me too. But like I said, there's no balance in gaming anymore. There's no shut the fuck up and deal with it. There's none of that. There's, yes, we'll fix that right away. And don't get me wrong, Destiny needs to be fixed right now because they are fucking players over and they are leaving in droves. Now, a lot of that has to do with the power climb. It's so fucking bad right now that it took them... hell, I'm at 416 and it's supposed to be max 550, right? For example. And I've been playing this thing for 4 fucking months now and still at 400. I should have been at least 550 by now in like 2 or 3 weeks because that's how good I am. At grinding, you know what I mean? But the old system would have done that. The new system doesn't. And I get they're complaining about it because it's so slow. But that's the point. It is really fucking slow now. It went from being too fast to too slow. And now they're bitching because it's either way. And the point is this. If they can't get their super gear and be max light by doing raids, they don't want to play them. Well, here's the thing. I don't even play raids. And I still get my light. One way or another. I just get it a lot slower than everybody else. Because I don't believe in sitting there playing a game for 7 hours on one thing like a raid and then getting one object here, one part there, it going up 2 to 3 points on my light, and me sitting there going, okay, I banged my head against my fucking desk for about 6 hours trying to figure out how these guys are working together, then get the puzzle right, and then bitch because I didn't get it done fast enough. And then, oh god, I'm killing everything. And they're like, you gotta die because we gotta start over. Why? Because you fucked up the puzzle? Because the puzzle is so difficult, it takes that long to figure it out. Maybe 1 or 2 hours. And then I'm like, why am I doing this? Well, one simple reason. Because I'm fucking stupid. That's what I mean by balance. You know what I mean? Well, if they do it too fast, then they'll get all the gear. What the fucking do? Let them do it. The thing is you gotta stop trying to prevent them from being better than you, which is your fucking mental malfunction. Because you shouldn't be thinking about any of that. You should be thinking about putting the game out and making players happy. Not about how good you are better than them because you make the game. There's your fucking problem right there. And that is your problem. You know what I mean? Like this. The character's a mediocre. A co-bit, it's a driver. The driver's hardly ever out of his car. He hardly ever does anything. And he's always in the car. So does it matter if he's wearing a helmet? If he looks hot and sexy? No, it doesn't. So this is perfect for Ubisoft because they don't have to bitch about it being sexually attractive. Because here's the thing I don't get. Okay? This is my one thing about that whole way of thinking. Okay? If it's sexually attractive, people are going to be attracted to her. Okay, well, here's the thing. If you're a lesbian, are you going to want to look at the most ugliest fucking woman in the world to go on a date with? No. If you're gay, are you going to look at the most ugliest guy in the world to go on a date with? No. At least that's the way I see it. And don't give me that, oh, I love them because they're lovable. Bullshit. Because I've heard that bullshit before. I've been around for 50 years, people. You telling me that they're lovable And that's why you're attracted to him. It's about as bullshit as it gets. There's got to be something in it for you, or you're not going to be there. Okay? And I'm not talking material, because that's just lame and low class. It is. You shouldn't be in any relationship just because of material. Because if you are, then you're going to end up like that fucking dickhead running this country who thinks he needs more money and screwing everybody else that's poor because he doesn't like them and are beneath his feet. Now, I'm sorry, but this country's always been free and founded by we are the people. And we are the motherfucking people, not him. And that's just plain simple. Oh, okay. What were we doing? I don't fucking have a clue. How many hours we got left? 26 minutes. So we got a half an hour left. You know what? Fuck it. Okay. I like that race car. I think I'm going to be using it more in the grand races and see how it does. I've done all that. Get the golf course! Coming through, look out! Oh shit. The beach, the beach, the beach. One more. Oh! Oh shit, yeah. Here we go. Hola. Shit, I forgot about the shortcut. Get the fuck off, dude. Oh, you cheating bastard. Cheater! Come on now. He was doing so good until then. I'm gonna cut through the tree, bitch. Ooh, close. He almost bulleted me. Almost got fucking right in the side. Oh, it's almost time to eat dinner. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna call it, even though I only got an hour and a half in, because it's almost 12. I want to eat. I'm hungry. All right, so we're all done. Good. Got. Say goodbye. It's time to eat. Bruto.